Alright guys, here we are at the engine show, and got here early on Thursday and trying to, kind of get people and get some good deals and see if we could do some swapping and trading, and I fell along with this little Maytag, so we picked it up. So this will be the latest project. Might start tinkering with it here over at the show, so just wanted to show you guys the way I found it. She's dirty and she's missing some parts and she's seized up. But we'll start working on it, we'll see what we can figure out. But it's awful windy out here, so I don't know how much video I'll do. But we'll see if I can get some good video. Alright guys, so we just started wrenching this thing for about 10 minutes. And we got the piston moving back and forth at least a half an inch, fairly easy. So we got full oil and standing up on end. We're going to get it all lubed up so we can move it back and forth. Got the carburetor off and got the crank moving and everything, so closer than what we thought. Alright guys, so far we're doing pretty decent on luck. Everything ignition wise is there, ready to go. We just tapped the flywheel off real quick. So we got it unseize and got that going. It might run pretty soon. You never know. Well, Grandpa got a little carried away and bought another one of these Model 92s. This one's just missing the Maytag cover. It covers your kickstart gears, and points are messed up a little bit. But this one was freed up, so he gave an extra $10 for it. But he wanted to play with that one while I'm waiting for mine to get the oil working through it, so I don't hurt my cylinder. So we'll get working on them here in a little bit and just kind of putter all weekend or whatever. See you guys in a bit. Alright, so we got some parts together and got this one running yesterday, well this morning. Had to run home and grab a condenser and mess with that and clean up magnets and stuff, and then swap parts to get all the best parts on one motor to get it to run. And we ran about a half a quart of gas through it, and now we're going to work on the other one that's seized up. So got it all apart. Got to work on the ratcheting mechanism and got to free some stuff up and clean it and build some gaskets. So we got my gaskets here, ready to be made. Right now I'm working on getting this carburetor apart. There's a tube that comes out here. It's actually, where is it? Right here. Let's see here. Tube that comes out here with a little check ball in there. So you always got to check and see if that one's froze. But there's another plate with a spring behind it there. So I got to pull this off, break it loose, and get that out of there. Once I get that out of there, clean it up, and hopefully get both of them working good. And then I'll be ready to put that one on, build the gasket for it and stuff. So just want to show you guys each step of the way. Alright, so I got the carburetor all buttoned up. Now I'm going to move on to pulling the piston because we're going to get the rings freed up. So back here is where you have your rod caps or whatever. So we got those nuts off. Now we're going to pound them out with a little piece of wood or something and get this thing apart. So I'll show you once we get this thing apart, guys. Alright guys, hopefully I got the sun in the right spot. You can see inside the cylinder there. It's not too bad. But we just beat the piston out with the, didn't really beat it, just tapped it out with the hammer handle there. Back and forth, kept oil on it. So now we're working on...
When they're starting to free up, yes, it's moving.
The top ring was free on one side. On the top side it was free when we took it apart, but the bottom side was stuck. So we're just going to work on each one of them nice and slow. Keep spraying them, just tapping on them nice and easy. Hopefully not break nothing.
She's moving.
So we'll see you guys back here in a bit once we get this figured out. Alright guys, so we got the rings, the ends of each of them are all free. It's not quite rolling around completely in a circle, so I'm going to take a break and go relax for a little bit, and we're going to let it soak in the PV blaster. So we'll see you guys back in a bit. Alright, you guys know what this means. I got them all freed up. So we're going to oil them and clean the inside the grooves, clean the piston up a little bit, and we'll get ready to start putting this thing back together. We'll throw that ignition system off the other one, and we'll get it running real quick. Gotta make some gaskets and just throw it together basically. Might take a piece of like 600 grit sandpaper and just try to see if I can get anything that's bad in there out. So we'll see. Alright guys, just real quick. I don't mean to yell, but I'm trying to talk over a generator. I'm trying to be quick. It's getting late. It's already 7:45. So messed around, did family time all day. I got my carburetor done, got my rings freed, got the cylinder cleaned up, took the base off, cleaned the gas tank, made a gasket there, made 2 carburetor gaskets. Now we're getting ready to go ahead and put the rod and the whole thing right back in together. So we'll see you guys here real soon. Hopefully we'll get this thing going. Alright guys, we're home from the engine show. We didn't get this one running because it started raining. We were going to mess with it this morning. Today's Sunday. And there was just so much rain, we decided just to come home and, pack it up or whatever. So, I don't know. Got a wild hair up my ass and decided to come out here in the barn and play with this thing for a few minutes. But I might as well take my time and notch this out down here. And then I just put some screws in real quick. I don't think I'm going to spend too much crazy time on this little cart deal or whatever you want to call it. Just because I don't plan on keeping it. I plan to build a metal cart for this one or something different. Something that I haven't seen before. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, that's it for right now. Just gonna go ahead and, I don't know. Got my other parts back from Grandpa. Got my condenser in, so all this stuff should work and should be ready to go. Blow it all out with the air hose and get it all dried. And then, I don't know if I'm gonna do some cleaning or maybe I'll just start it. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see you guys back here in a bit with whatever I decide. Okay, so these things are noted for cracking right here. They crack right there, and they're always boogered up and welded and whatever. So I went over to Grandpa's and dug through his parts, found one. I think it's a little bit better. I don't know. I might weld it again and remachine one of them or something. I don't know. And then I found the bolt that I needed for here. So that'll be good because this one was missing, though, just missing one bolt. So anyway, we'll be back here in a few minutes and see what I can get figured out. Alright guys, so she's pretty much back together. As far as what we got for parts. Still would like to re-weld this, machine it down. And then I gotta weld a part for the kickstart gear that goes up against this gear here. But I don't know, trying to decide what to do. I kind of thought about hooking the electric impact to here and just to get it to pop off. Here, run for a few minutes. Well, I don't really know what I'm gonna do yet, so we'll see here in a few minutes. Alright guys, so here's this little gear, whatever you want to call it, for the kickstart on the old Maytag. And I got it cleaned up with a grinder. And I had some sparks, so I think it's like a cast steel. So I think I might just try to MIG weld it. And we'll see how that goes. So I'll get a piece made up to go across. And then we'll go from there. So see you guys back in a bit. Alright guys, so I got this all V'd out and I found a little chunk of 1/4 inch square stock or key stock or whatever to weld in here. So now we're just going to fill it in full of weld and grind it down and make it look back original. Alright guys, so we got it back together just to hear it run. Got this piece welded up there, a little bit more work to do to make it look a little better right down in here. And then of course this is just a test run. Get it to run and then we'll tune it and then we'll pull it apart and paint it. So anyway, I'm going to set you guys up here, throw a plug in real quick and see if we can get this thing to run. Alright guys, here goes take one. Alright guys, so as you can see, the weld didn't hold up good enough. I thought it would hold up better because I thought it was more of a steel than it was a iron. And it just didn't work out quite the way I wanted it to. So I only got one kick out of it and it snapped right off. But it broke on the cast part, not on the weld, so I don't know. We'll see. It looks like it was penetrating to me. I best throw that stuff a little bit before. And if it doesn't penetrate, you know it's not working. But live and learn. So now I know Maytag parts can't be MIG welded. But so anyway, I got it all back together. It's the next day, obviously, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to give you guys a first start here. All right, guys, let's see what happens. Can't really argue with that. What's today? Tuesday, and I bought it last Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday morning, 5 days, completely seized, no machine work, penetrating oil and unseized, then just cleaning and a little bit of welding there, and she's back to running. So I'm just gonna let her run for a few minutes, guys. Cannot argue with that. I'll probably let you guys run for another 30 seconds or so, just so you can see it. Hopefully you can hear me. Gotta do some work to this gear here has a spring that goes down to the front, which holds it down, and then the gear that it plays off of on the crankshaft is like a ratcheting gear. So that one might need a little bit of oil, and then obviously I put the spring on that one to get it to be held down, and it'll crank better. Try real quick and see if the governor's working. It might stall, so I don't know. Yep, so the governor's working. That's kind of neat. But just gonna let it run for a few more minutes, guys, and then that'll probably wrap up this video. Next time you guys see this engine, I'll probably be tearing it apart to restore it or something. Or maybe just running it with some other engine. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching and take care.